welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, well, it's all about crochet. Sometimes we talk about yarn or some fun, cool thing happening in the yarning community or life in general. You just never know what's going to happen around here. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Monday with me. Everybody have a great weekend? I did. OMG, was it a good weekend, you guys? Well, it had its ups and downs, and we're going to talk about the downs tomorrow on Tunisian Tuesday because, ooh, epic fail. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow. But other than one pivot, and if you saw my Facebook post, if it fails, pivot is okay. Yeah, I did some pivoting. But anyway, I did get some stuff done. It was a good weekend around here. College football weekend on Saturday was so much fun. IU played well. Tennessee played well. Notre Dame had the day off, so good for them. Yesterday was the kickoff of the pro football season. My Bears play tonight against the dreaded Vikings at home. So it's been a really sports-oriented weekend around here again. You guys are probably going to get sick of it between now and, the end of the football season. But shout out to all my girls who like football. My boys played football from the time they were little. To my son, currently is a high school football coach. We live and breathe football around here. I probably know more about football than I'd like to admit. I like football. Okay, football is my other passion other than crochet. So every Monday we'll probably be talking about football. Anyway, the other thing that happened this weekend, and I can't wait to show you, I did some online auctioning, and it's not even crochet related, but I want to show you because I'm excited about it. But let's get to the crochet. As many of you are aware, for me, it is finish the whips I have in September. I had 4 BOGGY blankets that were languishing. Is it 4 or 3? 3 BOGGY blankets that had been sitting, waiting for me to get back to them. I had my Lighthouse Shawl, which I finished, and my Silver Lake shirt, which we'll talk about that tomorrow. So yesterday afternoon, I finished whip number 2 of those projects, and it was the BOGGY blanket. And I love the way this one turned out. This is, I took a bunch of squares that I knew there wasn't enough of this style square to make a whole blanket. So I turned the squares into squares and made a big blanket. And the squares were these really pretty squares that were done in the moss stitch. So I turned the squares into big squares in the moss stitch, and then I put it together in a giant blanket. And it's pretty darn near 40 by 40. And I think it turned out really cute. And of course, I had my appliques. Oh, I'm doing it sideways. One of my subscribers sent me a bunch of little appliques of hearts, and this one actually has a blue smiley face on it. But of course it has a heart because every BOGGY blanket that I make comes out of my house has to have a heart on it. But this one I grabbed a blue smiley face and put the smiley face on it, and we got this really pretty blanket. I think it turned out really well. I wasn't sure I was going to have enough white. I was going to do the whole thing in white, but I really wasn't sure I was going to have enough white to get all the way around it. So I put them together with blue. And the blue is Sparkle. It's all Big Twist. What's it called? Big Twist Twinkle. This color was called light blue, and then the white. And it took every bit of 2 skeins. This is all I have left. Oh boy, my hair's not cooperating today. This is all I have left of 2 skeins. This one's empty, and this is it. So I was afraid that this wasn't going to be enough to put it all together. That's why I'm like, well, I got to do something. And I really didn't. Do I have any more white? No, I don't have any more white. Now, I could have done it with just plain white, but I really like the idea of the sparkle. Although, I gotta tell you, I love the look of sparkle. I hate the way this feels on my hands. Ugh. And I've got up there green, 1 more blue. I got 2 green, 2 yellow, and 1 more blue. And I don't know that I'm going to use them. They may end up in a giveaway. The yarn itself is soft, and it makes it really pretty. Oh, but I hate it on my hands. Anyway, I digress. So I put it together with the light blue. I think I set it off pretty well because I guess this is pretty close to the light blue. So it all kind of ties together and it makes it look like squares and squares and squares. I don't know. I think it came out cute. I'm really proud of this one. It's a nice sized blanket. And I think the kids at BOGGY will enjoy it. Well, listen, if you're new here and you don't know what I'm talking about, when I'm talking about BOGGY Creek, go back and look at some of my past videos, look at the unboxings. You'll get all the information you need about BOGGY. But this is my first BOGGY blanket of this season. Got more to come. And then I'm gonna pick up my continuous granny square. That's the next one that I'm going to finish. And the third one that I'm working on is the dreaded smiley face. That's going to sit for a couple weeks because I got other things I need to finish. So that was the crochet portion of today's episode. Now, I have been gone down a online rabbit hole of online auctions. I don't know if I remember. I know I've mentioned it maybe last summer when I was going to a flea market, how I mentioned I want one of the Leo Ward Bluebirds of Happiness. And I have been looking for one in the wild. I came across an online auction who had one. And I won it. Oh, it's in I forgot to bring it with me. So my Leo Ward is in my bedroom on my dresser next to my lamp. I'm on top of my dresser. And if you don't know what the Leo Ward bluebirds are, they're just these little glass birds that are made out of blue glass. Well, he had an apprentice or a co-worker out of the same shop. His name was Roy. I can't think of his last name. Anyway, I came across an auction that had a bunch of his. Now, his deviate a little from the original. He made his tails longer, and he always did something a little bit different. Well, guys, I managed to get my hands on not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Roy, what does it say? Roy Ray Bluebirds of Paradise, and they're all just a little bit different. And these are what are the Roy Ray ones. And you can, their tails are a little bit longer, a little bit different, and they're a little bit squatty and a little fatter. But these are what I was talking about when I said I wanted the Bluebirds of Paradise, or Bluebirds of Happiness. See how longer this one's tail is? He's even a little bit heavier. And we have this one. And I think they're so sweet. And I was like, okay, I want one. I'm going to find one in the wild. And I did. And this is the one that I want. This is the one that I saw. And I'm like, I have to have this one with his little pointy head and his long swooshy tail. And they're vintage. They're 1990. Okay, this one's a 1989. This one's a 92. They're signed and dated on the bottom. This is a 91. And this one I can't read it as a 92, I believe. But if you look at the bottom of them, you can see where they were attached to the glass blowing tube that they use, the metal rod that they use. Oh, come on here. To hold them while they shape them, and they work out of a factory, I believe in Arkansas. I won't swear to it. I don't know that much about them. I just know that I've seen these and I wanted one. And now I have 4 Roy Ray and 1 Leo Ward. Now I'm on the lookout for the red ones. I need a couple of the red ones, and those I think are only Leo Ward. I may be wrong about that. Somebody mentioned on one of the threads I'm on that there's a gift shop out of Arkansas that has these, but I kind of want to find them in the wild. I want vintage ones. I want to find them out there. So I'm stalking online auctions for them. But anyway, so I had to go to Ocala, other side of Ocala, far from me. It was like almost 45 minutes away to almost an hour to where I had to go to pick those up from the online auction. And while I was out, I had to run to Gainesville to pick up some more stuff from I'm bad on online auctions all of a sudden. But anyway, back in the 1990s, longer burger baskets were all the rage. I was a young mother in 1990. I couldn't afford to go to a longer burger basket party. I couldn't afford a single basket. I mean, come on, they were stupid expensive back in the 90s. Ooh, sorry, avalanche, earthquake. But as I was scrolling some of the online auctions, I came across these baskets and they were going for like $8 a piece. And I'm like, I could use these for project baskets to have sitting around. So I got these longer burger baskets. This one still has its liner in it. I think I paid $6 or $7 for this one. So this is gonna be perfect for a small project to put in it with its little leather handles. This one's a 1995. So it's vintage and it's cute and it'll be sitting around. And then this one's also a 1995 with its handle, and it's got its liner, but it also has the riser. So, you know, if you want to put it on something, I'm probably not going to do anything with this. I'll probably put this someplace. They called it a cake riser. I'll probably put that in the closet someplace, but use this as a project basket. This will hold something bigger. And then what really got me with the one that I really wanted, so I bid on all 3 of these, hoping I would only get this one. And this one's called the Fellowship Basket. And it has the lid. And the lid is really heavy wood. And this one is a 1997. And the fabric is still in really good shape. The Velcro is nice and clean. I mean, they took care of these baskets. This was kind of heavy. Well, it's got stuff in it. But this is the one that I really wanted, was this style. So that if I leave this sitting out on the couch with a project in it, which currently has a project in it, my cats can't get a hold of the yarn and take off with the yarn because they'll get them out of these. I'll have to move these someplace where the cats can't get it. But if I leave this on the couch, the cats aren't going to get the yarn out of there. And so it's currently holding a project. And so yeah, back when these were the thing, when these were the collectible and they're going to make everybody a millionaire, there's no way in earth I could have afforded these. I always wanted one of the ones that was made to sit on the stairs. It looked like an upside down L. And I always wanted one of those, but you know what? When you're young and poor and other priorities, I never I could never afford them. Well, now I'm finding them on auctions. I think I paid $15 for this. And for me, I don't think that was a bad deal for this. And it's going to be a great little project bag. I can carry this anywhere I need to go. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Not that I'm going to go out and start a whole big collection of longer burger baskets. I just happened to see them and I thought, how nostalgic. And if I can get them relative, like this one, I think I paid $11 for. This one I paid $6 or $7 for, and I think this was the most expensive at like 15. I think I paid 15 for this one. It might have been 17, but it wasn't expensive. Not in the grand scheme of things, not expensive for this really well-crafted basket that I'm going to repurpose as a yarn project bag. So, or a box or basket or whatever you want to call it. This one is, with this wood on it, it is really heavy and I really like it. Really, really like it. So that was my fun weekend of online auction scrounging. Not that I'm not looking for any more. It was just a fun thing to do. Tom was scrolling through some, he collects coins. So one of the auctions mentioned coins. So we got down the rabbit hole and I'm going off in this direction and he's going off in that direction. And yeah, online auctions can be dangerous, but they also can be a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, that's it. One project done out of my September gotta get done list. I'm gonna start working on finishing my continuous granny square. Hopefully I'll get that done within the next week or so. But tune in tomorrow and we're gonna talk about my crochet pivot. It's a big one. We did a whole big old turnaround and went back in the other direction. But we'll talk about it. It'll be fun. So come back on Tuesday to check out Tunisian Tuesday. Tonight, go Bears. Let's see what you guys got. Let's see what year 2 of Caleb Williams is going to show us. Take care of yourself, everybody. Have a little bit of fun. Give yourself a little bit of grace. It's going to be okay. Be kind to yourself. It's important, but always be kind to somebody out there because you just never know what they're going through. And I will talk to you tomorrow for Tunisian Tuesday. Have a good day.